Hi everyone. Where are we going? Come on, participate.
Molinos, windmills.
We're at the Tyson Museum.
Yes.
We are in Rio. Just kidding. We're in San Francisco. Just kidding. We're in Lisbon.
We're in Sintra, baby.
We're going to a boat tour. And are we excited? Thank you, Adriana. Well, I keep my promises. In the past couple of weeks, I've traveled to all sorts of places. I've gone to La Mancha, which is where the famous Spanish legend Don Quixote took place. And that was actually really cool to go to because I remember reading Don Quixote y Sancho Panza when I was first studying Spanish. So 7 years later, I went to the actual site where Don Quixote was supposedly fighting the windmills. Realistically, I should have known that it was going to be colder than I assumed it would be because we were going to the windmills, and the windmills need wind, and the wind was cold. There was so much wind.
Exactly. I mean, you're kind of picking a bad time because you gotta wait for the wind to pick up again, so we'll start going.
After that trip, a couple of students and I went to the Tyson and Prada museums.
This is a pretty cool museum.
Yeah, I like it a lot more than the Prada last week, but don't tell the Prada that because I still have to go there for class. It's really cool because they're actual, like, more modern art, but cool art instead of classic Jesus paintings, which I just overall appreciate much more. So, and then my big trip was to Portugal. So a few of the students in my residence and I signed up for this bus trip to go to Portugal, and it was 3 cities in 3 days, and I would nearly die from exhaustion when we got back to the hotel at night, but it was really worth it for some of the views that we saw. So our first stop was Lisbon, which is the capital of Portugal, where they have influence from all sorts of architecture from all over the world, and it's actually really super cool because that way they have different versions and influences, cultural influences in the city, and it's kind of absolutely gorgeous here. Later on that day, we went to a castle, which had like some of the most gorgeous sunset views I've ever seen. But the real story of the castle was there were peacocks everywhere. It was like a nightmare. I had just finished telling the group about my thing about birds, and turn the corner, all of a sudden, there's a huge peacock, swear looking me dead in the eye, and I just froze. I didn't know what to do. It was horrifying, frankly. And so while I was trying to get video of this one peacock,
What's another one?
ridiculous. What do you mean there's a, oh god!
There are multiple.
There must have been 7 billion at least surrounding us. So after that nightmare, we went to Sintra, and we went on one of the most beautiful hikes that I've ever been on. We're in Sintra, Portugal, and we are living it up. We are doing a hike up to the palace, and we're not going to be able to get into the palace because we didn't pay, but that's okay because this hike is gorgeous, and we're okay with that. Then, on our last day, we went to Porto, around, and we saw, the bridge, and kind of a boathouse row, kind of setup of houses and mansions next to the river, so that was still nice. But honestly, right now, I think that I'm looking forward to most going to visit my study abroad friends that are in their respective cities, because I just can't wait to see, Newcastle and Rome through their eyes, and that's just going to be a really cool experience, because I know that they've made their cities their own, just like Madrid is becoming mine. So when it comes right down to it, what I've learned this week was that excursions are really cool, of course, and I've taken some of my own before just around Madrid, but excursions aren't as cool unless they're with people you actually enjoy. And so I'm looking forward to the next adventure, and I'm also looking forward to conquering a new place with a great group of people. So that way it actually is fun and it is a cool adventure. And it's an excursion that I'm gonna remember.